Hello, who's this? Who needs a wing?
Who is it?
Oh, who's this? Yeah. Oh, there he is. AWW. Fire.
Well, that was a bit scary.
Gabari, you're hot micing.
Yeah, just untangling myself. Apologies.
The lights on these photos are pretty weak, it would seem. Even the SRVs
Yeah.
seem to be more powerful.
Well, the SRVs actually have 2 settings, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. They have beams
I'll
and
bet
high
you these are
beams.
low beams. Whoops, I'm right behind this guy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Perch.
Am I crazy for wanting to go to Explorer's End next?
Dude, you got 13K to go to Beagle. Get there first, then you think about that.
Well, Explorer's End is also like
Seriously?
75,000 light years away from Beagle. Or something. It might be like 60, actually. But yeah, it's in the wrong direction.
Morning, morning.
Thanks for the ring invite. I'm Bravada.
Sorry?
I said thank you for the ring invite.
I think it might have been Alistair that invited you.
No, I got the invite from you.
Hey guys.
That's right.
I just got to the planet, but it looks like I'm in the wrong instance. If I get a wing in.
Hey, Klutz, you don't have any shields on your SLF here.
That's why I always ask for a wing first before I drop down on the planet.
Who's
So
that
I'm in the right instance right away.
I sent you one there, Klutz.
Who needs a wing? I missed the command name.
I am actually Smith, thank you.
Oh, Bravada, I see now it wasn't a wing invite, it was a friend invite. Anyway, could I get a wing, please, guys?
Who needs a wing invite?
Eminem7. I got one, thank you. Thank you, Gambari.
Yeah, what's going on with this SRV? Bug? Big time bug. Whoa, careful.
Oh, there it is. Found it.
Oh, you're trying to I see you're trying to dislodge him. Ah, okay, there we go. No?
No,
Oh,
still
you were
up.
falling. No, leave your thrusters alone.
No, I'm
Let
still
yourself
here.
fall. Oh,
Inferno lifted me, and I'm flying now.
I'm not really sure what happened. This thing does not like you.
on top and try to bat him down. Whoa, careful.
Yeah, this reminds me of when my Diamondback got parked about 60 feet up in the air. So you're just stationary, aren't you?
Oh, how's it going there, Oster?
Cool.
Ah, there we go. Now I'm seeing everyone's ships.
Oh, there you go.
That
You
didn't
knocked
work.
him.
Oh, it did.
That worked.
Oh, finally fell. Everything's okay now?
I fell down.
Knocked him.
Cool. Yeah, fireworks.
Who needs frame rate anyway?
Oh, we're having some instance problems already.
Ruckus, that's the ground.
Yeah, I'm having an infinite blue tunnel.
I'm
actually
losing my
wrong.
frame rate.
I had the same thing too for about a couple of minutes.
There we go.
Well, I'm down to 8 frames per second, so that can't be helping.
All right, how's it going, guys?
I'm just seeing so many ships.
There's a lot of them, yeah.
Is this only our expedition?
There's some DCE
Okay.
stuff too.
Oh, yeah. Ouch. Ouch.
There's at least 23 ships here, probably more. I was just counting them.
How are we going to get 200 people into the same instance?
I don't think
Very
that's gonna happen.
interestingly.
I wonder.
The answer is
Very
we
tightly
don't.
together.
If you try FDev, will
You'll
yell
break
at
the
you.
server.
If you try FDev, will do what?
They'll
You'll
yell
break
at you.
everything.
There'll be an orange blinking light on FDev control.
So in other words, they won't really care. They'll just say something
FDev
and not
servers will
do
just
anything.
catch fire.
Well, they did like was it 100 plus with the Distant Worlds one. So and then I remember FDev telling them, okay guys, that was nice, but don't do it again.
Yeah, Distant Worlds 2 had a few
So.
big mass jumps.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe I've scanned every single ship here.
All right, so the DC meetup's actually at 2000 for the flyover. Right?
The first meetup's supposed to be what, a half an hour from now?
Yep, like normal. But the official meetup for everyone is about 2000, so plenty of time. About 4.5 hours until then.
I thought it was at 1600 IGT.
That's when the first one starts.
For the first one starts, yeah, for BPE, yeah, normally. There's going to be a lot of DEC people at that time here, but they're not going to have everybody until 20.
Well, congratulations to everyone that made it out.
Yeah, I'm not having space madness.
Yep, congratulations to the people who made it to a specific waypoint and then had to go back and then come all the way back out.
Yeah, if that had to happen with me, I would just stay at the specific waypoint and never come back. That's why I'm so careful that I don't crash or anything into a planet or something. Because if I were to lose my ship now, I would just quit Elite for like a year or something.
Oop.
Hope someone's keeping a tally of
All
SRVs
these ships
lost.
casting these long shadows. Look at this from up here.
Yeah, I saw that.
Casting these long shadows because the sun is so low.
So we were warned about triangles on radar. Does fighters count?
Fighters will automatically make a ship go triangle because when you deploy your fighter, you also deploy hard points. That's unavoidable, unfortunately. That's why my ship is a triangle right now.
If you see any purple or red, notify people. I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it looks like we also have some other people that are local, but not in the same instance.
I think it just tends to be if they're outside of radar, isn't it? Isn't it? They're just like, you tend to drop in and out of the radar. So I've got a load of flashing contacts, but they'll be showing as local on my panel, but they'll be here, just outside of range, I think. Because I saw a ship kind of blipping in and out of, you know, the first part of the list, and it was because they were right on the edge of my range.
That does make sense.
So there's a lot of people here there. Yeah, I've got a 2 SRV bay, and I'm on SRV number 3, so that's. I did go back after losing one very early on.
Shit!
Uh-oh. Oh, gee.
What happened then?
I met the exclusion zone.
So you either spilt a drink or you crashed your ship. So.
Oh.
Nope, just an exclusion zone.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Commanders Tasbert and AWW were in the other instance. up in the Super Cruise. There were 3 or 4
All
times
right.
I tried to jump in, and I finally made it.
We should do some formation fighter flying.
Yeah, as long as it's slow, because the frame rate
Yeah,
is horrible.
I was going for put all pips away from engines, and then go quarter speed.
I think we should park our ships more neatly, but that's just
It should be very interesting.
Is my OCD.
It's exactly 53 meters per second.
He's trying to land. I can imagine he's probably having some trouble.
Just an FYI, guys, there's a few people showing up in voice down in the FleetCom channel.
Should we move over?
We want to switch over?
That is true. If you guys want to switch over,
Just
we
letting
can
you know.
pop over there.
I'm going to move over there now.
Alright, I'll move over in a moment.
See you soon.
Let's move over. Very nice. You guys gonna need push to talk in order to be in this channel, so go ahead and set that up.
Alright, in the right spot.
Mic check.
Hello.
You're good. Coming in good, Morgan.
Yeah, it sometimes freaks out when I switch channels.
There was 3 people in here.
Now there's a lot more.
All joined at the same time.
Yep, that was kind of the idea.
I'm seeing an upside down Diamondback Explorer.
Don't take all the good landing spots. I'm coming in at Conda and we're a little bulky.
There's actually some space. There's a lot of space around here.
There's plenty of room for activities. Look at all the room for activities, guys.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Nope, we can.
10-4.
You responded, so you must hear it.
Nope, not at all.
Didn't hear nothing.
Prove it.
God damn it. The meetup's in 13 minutes and I'm starving.
You can make food.
I
We
can't
can
even
wait
get
for
into
you.
the instance.
I mean, yeah, how long are you folks hanging out?
A week, actually.
I told you it was like until the 19th, Belmertak.
Right, but like, the first meetup is kind of the important. Fuck it, I'm buckying.
I mean, are you gonna scan the stars, or are you just gonna
I'm buckying. I got 50 jump Smith.
I got 100 jumps to waypoint 12. This is.
Don't even look at the system map. Just keep going.
But Earth-like worlds, you don't want to
You
forget.
won't
them.
miss them if you don't know they're there.
This is true, but
Point.
If you stop for all the shinies, you never get where you're going.
ooh, look a shiny. Ooh, look a shiny. Ooh, look a Thargoid.
I'd really rather not have that kind of problem out here.
Oh, look, a system defense force.
Yeah. I don't want a Thargoid. If I see a Thargoid, I'm getting the hell out of here.
Oh, look, 70 capital ships. What the hell?
Don't you ever get the feeling that at some point the Far Guys will want to do an entire galactic invasion, like Reapers style?
Just go to Aerovate then. They'll get most of them.
Hooray, now you guys don't have to hear my awful coughing.
I think someone is stuck near my ship.
Hello?
We hear you.
Anybody already in system or on the planet?
Pretty much all of us, actually.
Yep.
Cool. I'm logging in now. I should be just in orbit.
I recommend getting a wing in, or you won't get into the same instance.
Anybody have room?
Yeah, we do.
I feel like there's an. Who's the SRV that's stuck here by my TBX? It's a reddish one.
Has anyone
Anybody
got,
know?
Who's got St. Looks like St. Something.
What was the question?
ESEV St. James, is that, or something like that?
Hello?
A brown anaconda?
Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Mic check, okay, good.
I keep forgetting to press push to talk.
No, I was just noticing that the sun's casting the shadow of my Diamondback Explorer on about a quarter of the side of this anaconda. I almost want to make dog sort of shakes in my hand.
We should all circle up in our SRVs if we can handle it.
Oh, crud. I logged back into the game and I'm in the wrong instance.
Oh, it's alright. Just pop out and come back in.
So, me too. Can somebody?
Yeah, I need a wing invite.
Who is that need a wing?
Kilgore 32.
Okay, give me a sec.
Sorry.
Hey, I'm not seeing any contacts, so I'm gonna jump out and jump back in.
Let's gather around the campfire and sing our campfire song.
So who's gonna be the burning wreck? Or are we just gonna light it up by, firing SRV blasts into the ground?
We get about a quarter circle happening here, so far.
Man, crossing this last gap here is kind of scary. Just a bit.
Any other SRVs want to join this campfire? We only got a quarter of the way.
I'm just too scared to get in my SRV now.
Oh, we're not moving or doing anything stupid. We're just sitting around in the campfire. Screenshot time.
What could possibly go wrong?
A lot of things can go wrong.
Name. Oh, that's my new ship name when I get back.
So what do you guys think about putting a landable station at Beagle Point and Sagae? Or near them?
For me, like a little outpost structure thing, but probably nothing we can land at, personally.
Well, science research station at Sagae would make sense to me.
Beagle Point, not so much.
No repair facilities and no universal cartographics.
At BPE?
That ruins it.
At Beagle Point? Yeah, no.
I'd give them repair and resupply, but no universal cartographics.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, you could also think of it this way. Basically make it, because you've got Andromeda and the other side of the galaxy, basically. So you could have this be another research station that points out the opposite way.
Wouldn't it make more sense putting that at Star 1?
No, that would be for Andromeda Galaxy.
Yeah, I meant that.
Yeah, I mean, you could have another another science station completely opposite on the other side that isn't looking at Andromeda.
It feels like having a B&B at the top of Everest, personally. It should be somewhere you have to get to and get back from, yeah.
There should be an entire holiday resort here, man.
Guaranteed Thargoid free.
Yeah, I mean, after the long journey,
Dun,
there
dun, dun.
There should be baths and nice beach places to lay down and strippers and all that kind of stuff.
You kidding? I'd just go for a sandy beach with a nice warm sun right now.
You're weird.
So just remind me, without checking EDSM, what's the minimum population size for a system with a station of any sort? Is it 10,000 people?
I am not sure.
I mean, it's got to be a pretty thankless assignment to be out here for 6 months. But get rotated back. Jesus.
Howdy, y'all. How y'all doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing just great.
I'm still alive, so.
That's good. I think we lost a couple SRVs and SLF as well.
Well, the SLF was I watched that, recorded that one. That was a clear. That was a clear termination into what's the technical term?
The ground.
Spontaneous combustion aided by lethal force.
I think it was. I think it's critical termination assisted by gravitational forces and surface impact.
I like to say lithobraking.
I like that.
That
Good one.
works.
Good one. Just might have to steal it. Anybody
So,
have?
I'm Chang.
That's an official NASA term.
I thought SpaceX called them RUDs, don't they?
Rapid unscheduled disassembly.
We're working on the SRV thing.
yeah.
DECE has literally been every time we have a meetup, every time we have a base camp, we record it, and like because almost every single time we lose at least one SRV from somebody, and we record it every single time, and literally we have like multiple views, multiple records where people are like recording it, and they're like, this person went from 60% hull to 0, driving across flat ground doing nothing. And
seriously?
no, I'm absolutely dead serious. I'm not even
You know,
joking.
it can happen. Instancing issues. You can crash into things you don't even see.
So,
But- so
pretty
what-
much always make sure you have the premium.
But I mean, the thing, DEC is basically watching that. We do have people who record it, and we send it all into Frontier because we're like, I'm not sure how long you guys been out here, but we've been out here for almost 7 months now, and like that shit can end somebody's whole flight in an
Oh
instant.
yeah, we've lost a couple people. We've been out since halfway through January, so about 4 or 5 months now.
Anybody got room in a wing so I can see where to land?
I think I've got room in a wing. Who is it?
Kilgore, 32.
Let me see. Do I have you on my friends list?
I don't know.
Hey, I see. I think I see him. I think I see Klutz out there. I just I don't know if anybody knows. Well, I'm sure everybody knows. That's not even a joke. Let's not kid about it. But I just wanted to say publicly so everybody hears it and everybody is aware. I fucked up last weekend, and I'm really sorry about that, man.
Oh, I didn't hear your voice. I didn't recognize that was you. Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah, we talked about it. It's cool.
Yeah. Well, I have two voices. One is one is when I'm being interviewed, and one is when I'm talking normally. And this is when I'm talking normally, and so I sound different from when I'm in like the streams that I have with Henka and everybody else with the DEC stuff. But yeah, I'm
No, it's
sorry.
funny 'cause
I'm sorry about everything and all
Your
that
customer
stuff.
service voice.
If you watch the stream, it's kind of funny because I looked it over and you were doing this kind of text spammy thing with the singing in the chat, and you were like, "Everybody repeat after me," and I'm like, "No," and you're like, "Yes, you will," and then you started shooting at me. So I thought you were shooting at me because I refused to sing along.
No, that was actually, they were two separate things. The singing is because I'm drunk. The shooting was because there were other people that when I landed, another DEC guy had shot at me, and basically everybody who was landing there when I was first there were all DECE, and so we were all kind of in on this thing that we'd already talked about beforehand, and it was just a big fuck up, and it was totally my fault, man.
Yeah, that's cool. I consider the matter closed. Although there's at least one other pilot who is refusing to land today because of that. He's afraid.
Hey, I'll take off if it makes anybody else comfortable, man.
No, it's not. It's not you. It's not that instance in particular. It's just the risk of being in a big group with a lot of people, a lot of unknown people. You've got too much exploration data to bring back to want to risk it. That's what he was saying.
Thought about it having a total of how many people were on the DEC expedition?
We have technically 100 signups. I think we're down to about 80 active, and I think we're at about between 20 and 40 being close to or near to our general standard base camp points. Most base camps at this point have about 20 people, maybe. So.
Yeah, we've got similar stuff. We have 450-ish plus people, but a lot of people like to go on their own, and not everyone's in Discord, so it's kind of hard to keep track of everybody.
Yeah,
But
not having people in Discord is definitely a big thing that like just detracts from the whole social experience of it all.
Yeah, you get people winged down. It's a lot more fun.
I can't really talk about quote going out on your own because I'm known for that. That's why they have me as a scout, because it's like I'll fly 10K in a day and not think twice about it. So, you know, I'm willing to go out there and find places and then be like, hey, here's an interesting thing that maybe we should look at in, 4 to 6 weeks from now, and then come back and meet everybody else from meetups.
To see the group, any particular orientation or landing, we're making a circle.
Yeah, we're just going
guess
a straight line right here. This is
Yeah, that's what it seems like. Pretty standard Thunderdome circle.
I thought it was called Campfire in this regard, not Thunderdome.
That's right.
Oh, are we doing an SRV circle?
Fair enough. Let's keep it friendly,
Yeah, let's do a circle. Campfire.
Just a random question. Is anyone else's dashboard ornaments just randomly sort of shaking from side to side, even though they're landed? Because mine's freaking out.
Yeah, that happens with lag.
Not right now.
I haven't got any, so I don't know.
When I'm in
It's the gravitational pull of the stars.
It does freak me out when it happens.
It's like a big ship landing next to me.
I'm getting duplicate
Like,
messages.
that instantly, I was like, oh fuck, File Guide's in here.
Well, that's my favourite bug, when it all starts duplicating in the text chat. In no way is that annoying.
Well, our circle has appeared to go to shit.
Oh, I'm in the second instance. I'm in the second instance. We don't even have a circle. We've just got people landing wherever the hell they want to at this point. I know there's at least 2 instances going on because we've got you guys. I think I heard somebody say they had like 15 in theirs, and we've got about 10 over where I am. So.
Yeah, when I relogged, I was in the smaller instance, but I jumped out and back in. There's got to be 28 people in this instance.
If anyone in,
yeah, there's a lot of people in here. I'm actually dropping frames.
20 people here, including me.
Yeah, guys, my game just froze. I think I'm going to be kicked off now.
Yeah,
close to 19, if not more.
It's something they did. Probably related to 3.0, basically makes instancing a lot harder, and you're lucky to get 20 people stable in an instance anymore. It seems like. At least that's my experience with DECE, and we're flying out where nobody else is ever going to interfere with us. So.
I think I just counted 18 ships. In this instance.
So you all know about the camera break, right? Surface camera break?
What do you mean?
You were talking about that the other day.
Yeah, I've been trying to tell people about this more and more. So when you're on the surface, if you go to external camera and then you unlock it to free cam, you're limited to 250 meters, right? But if you basically double tap the command, so like if you're like, let's just say your command for camera mode is C, and then your free camera mode is V. If you double click it like a mouse double click, like tap tap, and you go from camera mode input to free camera mode, it unlocks your camera and sets it in front of your ship or in front of your SRV. And actually unlocks it to give you a 3-kilometer view mode on the surface.
Which button are you double tapping?
Sounds like fun.
It's whatever input you have. So like for me, my input for camera is Alt-C. And then my input for free cam is Alt-C caps. So what I do is I hit Alt C and then like basically double tap it as a mouse double click. I hit Alt C and then instantly hit caps before it transitions, and it unlocks my camera mode and puts my camera in front of my ship to where I can actually zoom it out to 3 kilometers on the surface. And it doesn't
Not
matter
working for
what
me.
it doesn't matter what your input is, as long as you like it's about the timing. As long as you do like camera mode, free camera mode, tap tap, like mouse double click, it should unlock it for you.
Yeah, guys, I just got kicked out of the game.
I will say it gets a little buggy when you have a lot of people around, and it doesn't like to render things properly at distance. So like once you actually like
Yeah, I just got it. It was working.
Yeah, once you get outside of 1 kilometer and you start like following an SLF or an SRV around, it'll look like they're like basically driving through the ground. It doesn't render properly. But
Are you double tapping the free camera mode?
yeah, so you basically tap the camera mode and then second tap the free camera mode really quickly. So tap tap.
So yeah, while you're using the keyboard shortcut to open the camera, you remember whatever your free cam is. For instance, I have for my SRV Control Alt Shift to open my camera, and then L changes it to free cam. So I just go Control Shift L, basically, and it'll automatically put you outside it. I'm currently going away 600 meters.
Yeah, I think I just got it to work, but my
650.
controls aren't working in this mode.
Yeah, I've got 700 meters so far. Hold on.
It should go out to 3 kilometers.
Yep, I just left it at 3.
Yeah, it's actually the free dev cam. It's not an implemented
That's the
feature.
old-fashioned camera mode.
Yeah, it's exactly. It's not an implemented camera mode, and it's not something that quote players should have access to. But they left it in, and I just stumbled across it, and I'm happy to share how to get to it to anybody.
Well, in my opinion, like 200 meters is way too short.
Oh, I agree. It should at least be 1 kilometer. Like at 1 kilometer, you can still get good photographs. You can still get a good view, and still, even if you still have control over your SRV, you can still drive your SRV. Like 1 kilometer would be fine, but 250 meters is absurd. But basically, accidentally figuring this out has let me take some really great photographs.
I bet. Sounds it.
It is very buggy though.
I'm going to.
Oh yeah, it's definitely, especially like when you get it like on the surface, it like doesn't have the same fade when you go below surface. So like you can actually see the ground texture grid lines when you go underground.
Oh
It's-
yeah.
It's got lots of problems, but
That's mapping crap.
at least it's there, you know, and people can use it. So
I'm going to sign off for a moment. I'll be right back. I'm going to take the dog for a walk.
I'm seeing. I can't tell if I'm in the same instance that I was earlier or a different instance. There's a lot of
Okay,
people
so
here as
OBS
well.
is crashing my game, apparently.
what are you flying? Because there's a upside down beluga flying right above my head.
I'll tell you in a moment.
Oh no, that's Frobos Wagons, and he's not above my head. It's just camera glitch. He's actually right next to me. Never mind.
I see the upside down beluga.
Damn it, my game crashed on me again. And it's
This is what
OBS,
this is what I'm
crashing.
talking about. I don't think it's OBS. I think it's 3.0. 3.0 doesn't like more than 20 commanders in an instance.
No, twice today so far. Every time I go back to OBS to look at it, it causes the game to stop working.
Ouch,
OBS does use a lot of
rough.
CPU power, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I mean, I use OBS to record and stream and all that stuff. I'm sure a lot of you guys do too.
Yeah, I've got OBS Studio, and I know for a fact that when I have it running and other games, especially like Elite Dangerous here, my CPU runs way hotter, and yeah, I tend to drop some frames. Like right now, I'm at 45 FPS, but if I opened OBS, I'd probably drop a little bit lower. That's just because of so much in the instance here. I'm also running on Ultra, so that might have something to do with it, but...
Well, for me it's like 30-ish, and I'm recording. Also turned down my graphics a bit, and I've got occasional freezes.
Yeah, 6 here.
It's still so weird to see how small the Orca is compared to the Beluga, and they're both considered L-class ships.
Yeah, one's on the small end of L and one's on the big end of L.
Well, I mean, it's the same problem with T7. It's the Orca is just the Orca. I think the Orca is literally like 2 meters too long to be a medium, and the T7 is literally like a meter too tall to be a medium, and it's just bad design.
It's the same with real world aircraft. Helicopters are the same. There's not much of a difference between a large light and a small medium.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, what's up? Looks like I've loaded with some of you in this instance.
Gathering around the campfire.
Sing a campfire song.
Great. I'm paralyzed in my ship now, locked into the SRV bay. Won't get out.
All right, who remembered to bring the s'mores all the way from Colonia?
I brought
my game
some
crashed when I was
brandy.
trying to deploy as SRV.
I've got some stuff too. I've got some party favors. Hold on, let me go get it from my ship.
Same here, man. Party flavors, big time.
You could swoop down.
20 jumps.
So I see shiny chicken here. So I don't know how many of us are we all in the same instance or a couple different ones at the moment? Oh wow, who's Purple Orca?
That would be me. Hello, Shanks Otome.
That looks pretty. The reversal.
Hell yeah, nobody's mad enough to bring an Orca out to the edge of the rim, man. Except for me.
There's a Type 10 here.
That would be the boss, man. That's Henka. And he's fucking nuttier than I am, so.
Looks like at least 2 instances.
We're both DEC. Yeah, we're both DECE. And, we've got at least 2 instances, so.
And I'm glad I parked behind you because I can see that Type 10 would have probably crushed me on load-in.
I think we also got Type 10 in our fleet.
Oh, really? Who you got flying at Type 10?
That would be Comet Born, but he's already on the way back.
Man, like I want to fly my Type 10 on an expedition, but it's like even I've actually plotted out its engineering, plotted out its jump range, and the best I could pull out of it is like probably 42 light years. Like guys who fly that's
enough,
crazy.
Though.
It's
Common Boy
enough.
35.
That's what
My
I took out
Anaconda
here.
is only 47.
What's the Chieftain got here, range-wise?
I'm just saying because I literally spent a month engineering this ship to get the 53.24 light years I needed to get to reach Western Meridian.
Dude, I'm at 43 right now.
I had to skimp and scringe and shave off every little ounce I could to make a single jump, and that was like 2 months ago, but it was so worth it because there are so few people who've actually been out there.
Where's that?
Western Meridian, the nearest jump to it, or the nearest star to it, is 106.2 light years. So even with a 100% boost, you have to have 53.2 light years to get to it. And even then, to jump to it, you literally have to drop your fuel to its minimum, and then scoop, and then jump while scooping to actually get to it. At least if you're at that, if you're at the limit, at least. Like if you're an Anaconda with like 65 light years, it's not a problem. But for me, I literally, yeah, like I said, I'm at the limit, so it was tricky, but I did it, and I'm damn proud of it.
I'm gonna take a bit of a break. I'll be back, guys.
Yeah, I was out here before 3.0 release, so I haven't had a chance to re-engineer my condo yet.
I haven't either.
Actually, that's a question I got, because I notice everybody, like 90% of explorers fly Anacondas. Like, what, as explorers flying Anacondas, what are your opinions on the new engineering and the new, like the what is it, the engineer, or no, the Guardian, like 10 light year boost? I mean, that puts you guys up near almost 80 light years a jump, doesn't it?
Yeah, it puts pretty high on the jump range, actually. Myself, I run really heavy and I can stay at 45 light years myself, and this is with the old engineering. I think like a week.
Yeah, I'm on old
update,
engineering, but I'm
got
also
it.
bringing. Sorry.
Well, that's it.
I'm on old engineering, and I'm hauling